Hey, my loves. It's been a minute, but welcome back. I have a very important message that I wanted to share with you guys. For those of you that it is for, I pray that it could be some help to you right now. Now, we'll be looking down sometimes because I actually took some notes about, this specific topic and what I wanted to cover. And there's also my own story that I kind of want to share, just to possibly give some type of, inspiration. Yeah. There's someone right now, some of you are probably feeling stuck. Some of y'all are probably in a space of just wanting to give up and not feeling very motivated. I think for a lot of you all, it may have something to do with the relationships around you, whether it be a romantic relationship, friendship, family. And then for some of us, it may involve like career and decisions surrounding that. And for some people, it could be something else. From what I understand and what I'm picking up, it has more to do with a relationship or something business-wise. Sorry, my light went out, y'all. But anywho, like I was mentioning, if this does have something to do with your career, right now maybe you're feeling stuck where you are. You're not really motivated to get up and go to work every day. Probably pondering, thinking about something else that you'd rather be doing. And when it comes to relationships, if it is a romantic relationship, maybe you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're feeling like you want to leave, but you're not ready to, or you don't know how to leave. But yeah, I just wanted to come here and encourage you guys, because right now, if you're lacking that motivation, if you're lacking that drive, we got to do something, because we don't want to be stuck in life. And once that self-doubt sets in, it can be hard to get out of that. And it's looking like right now it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to trust in your abilities and your capabilities, whether it be going for that job or going back to school. Like, you have to trust that that's something that you can do. And if you're working somewhere that's not for you, that's depleting all your energy, that's leaving you stressed and frustrated, then you got to start taking those steps to get out of that situation. I mean, maybe you don't have to quit tomorrow and not know how you're going to pay your bills, but right now is a good time to start making a plan, to start looking at other options, and trust that it's going to work out for you, because what's for you is for you. When it's time to move, it's time to move. Don't procrastinate, because things are only going to get harder. Things are only going to get more frustrating. It's only going to get worse. And what you don't want to do is to allow other opportunities to pass you by. Things that might be for you, but you're too afraid to take that leap of faith. You're too afraid to step out and make that change. It can be easy to be stuck in that situation. And like I said, for a lot of people, this may involve a relationship. And like I said, it could be romantic, it could be a friendship, somebody who is maybe an actual frenemy that you know intuitively that you should not still be dealing with, but for some reason you just cannot let that relationship go. And hell, for some people it may be family. It's okay to separate yourself from family if their behaviors are destructive towards you, or if you just want your life to change. Sometimes our family could be the very ones holding us back. I want you guys to stop just thinking about doing something and actually doing it, because on the other side is opportunities. On the other side is blessings. On the other side is new beginnings. And that's what you got to start looking forward to. You just have to start taking those steps to get there. Once you start doing the work, there is something good waiting for you on the other side. There are overflowing blessings, and I'm not just saying this. And no, I can't put a timestamp on when that's going to happen. That's between you and God, but that's something that you have to trust is going to work out once you once you take those steps. Because right now you're probably experiencing, disharmony and imbalances in your life. Financially, emotionally, maybe you're not fulfilled in your current relationship anymore, and it's been that way for a while, but maybe you have kids with that person. Maybe you've just been together for forever and you don't even know how to leave. Or maybe you're just truly attached to that person. If you've trauma bonded, if y'all are codependent on one another, that's a chain that's hard to break. But it's possible. It takes time, but it's possible to get out of that, because I promise you, if you leave a relationship that's not for you, it can be scary at first. It can be hard at first. It can be an adjustment, but the peace that you feel on the other side is so worth it. The peace that you have, the freedom that you gain, you start to be able to pour more into yourself and really focus on that self-love aspect. Because right now, if you're out of alignment, nothing good can come to you. When you're out of alignment, you're always uncomfortable. Subconsciously, you know that it's not for you. Intuitively, you can feel it. And so when you're in that, there's no peace. And sometimes we can get used to not having peace. So at some point, you might not even realize that that's where you are, but y'all have to find that motivation, even if it's just watching this video all the way through. If you could just take one step towards what it is that you know you're supposed to be doing, that's all I'm asking right now, y'all. That's all I'm asking. I genuinely want people to have a better life, to do better, and to be happy, and to be their healthy selves. So like I said, this misalignment can be in love, relationships, business, work, opportunities. If this is resonating with you, I ask that you take action. Not for me, for yourself. So yeah, if you've been doubting yourself, if you've been hesitant, if you've been feeling stuck, I think this message is for you. Yeah. Sometimes we have to be bold, and we have to take those chances that we know are for us, but we might be too afraid to take. And if you choose to take the chance, I want you to keep in mind that in trusting the decision that you make, you also have to be okay with things not turning out the way that you may have imagined it to turn out. Because I can tell you now, I done took a leap of faith or two. I've gone into entrepreneurship, and I truly feel like all of that was for me for that time being. But honestly, a lot of it didn't turn out exactly the way that I had planned it to, or that I had imagined it. But I'm so, so grateful for all of it. It all happened the way that it was supposed to, and it led me exactly to where I am right now. So before you make whatever decision you make regarding love, relationships, family situations, career, before you make this decision, I want you to make sure that it's for you, and that it is in alignment with the life that you want, in your future. And so just trust the process, and trust that it's going to work out the way that it is supposed to. It may not necessarily be how you imagine. I do just want to say that. But yeah, it's looking like once you make that decision for yourself and you get to that new beginning, it's going to be worth it. If you have to let go of a relationship, that new love is going to be for you. It's going to be worth it. And the self-love that you can develop after that is priceless. It's priceless. And I wish the best for you all that's watching this video. I really, really do. And I know that if you trust yourself and you make that right decision and you make that change that may be hard to make, but if you make that change, it's going to work out for you. It has to. And when you make that decision, and as you embark on this new path and this new life, I want you to keep in mind that you're capable. I want you to really find that confidence in doing whatever it is that you go after, whatever goal that you want to meet, and that change that you're making. I need you to be confident in that and know that God gave you everything that you needed. I want you to be comfortable in your own decisions and your own creativity. And just know that you have the power to create the life that you desire, to create the relationship that you desire, to have that job or that career or that business that's for you. And when you have it, okay, when you have that thing, when you have that new love, or you have that new self-love, when you have that new beginning, keep in mind that you need to continue to work. Keep in mind that it's not time for you to slack. It's not time for procrastination to set in, or even in those moments of frustration when you think things probably aren't going the way that you had imagined it to. I just want you to remember, not to get stuck again, because that can happen. Don't fall back into the old habits once you get what's for you, once you get that new beginning. Don't go backwards, okay? Just trust in your abilities and know that it's okay to pivot when you need to. It's okay to tweak the plan if needed, okay? But don't give up. I really, really pray that you'll feel motivated and that you get the inspiration that you need to move forward with whatever decision that you need to make in your life. Because I can tell you, in my own experience, it wasn't easy, but it was decisions that I had to make, both in career and my personal life. But specifically, some years ago, I can't believe it's been years, but some years ago, I had to leave the relationship that I was in, and I have 2 children with this person. This person was supposed to be my husband, or so I thought. We were supposed to be a family, and I had to come to grips with the fact that that relationship was not in alignment with what was for me. I had reproduced, I had babies. They weren't planned, by the way, but it was really, really, really hard. I had to do a lot of growing. I actually went to counseling for some time, and I had to do a lot of self-work, but at the end of the day, the signs were there. It was very, very clear to me that this relationship wasn't in alignment and it wasn't right for me. And I was in denial for a while. I didn't want to accept that as the truth. But once I did, everything worked out. Everything worked out in the end. I'm not saying it was easy. It was not easy. It was one of the hardest things that I've probably ever had to do, but it was worth it. The peace that I have now, I think about those days when I was really struggling in that relationship. I think about how unhappy I was, and just the turmoil of being in something that you're not supposed to be in anymore. It was so hard. So now that I'm on the other side, I see how worth it was to go through everything that I went through. But I pray that this message finds who it needed to find. I pray that it helps who it needed to help. And if there's anything you want to share in the comments, feel free to. But thanks for listening, you guys. And remember to like and subscribe, okay? I'll see y'all later. Bye.